what's going on, Dope family? It's your boy Alex, coming to you for my, I guess, first episode of High Life Highway. Really just going to be posting a bunch of random clips, random videos. I like to smoke. So, I burn one, take a ride on the highway, and just talk about life. So I guess this first episode, I've had a lot of people ask me about my brand and like how I came up with it, the concept, and how to start their own brand. And I'll tell you, like, to be honest, the concept, I was talking to another designer, another entrepreneur, another person who owns their own apparel. Check them out, Beloved Serenity, Cordres Burnett. I was talking to him actually about how he did his apparel brand. And, you know, getting to talk to him and whatnot made me want to do the apparel brand in the first place. Now, the actual way I came up with DopeAsMe really was off of a tagline. I honestly thought of, let me do something, because like I said, I love weed. I've said, hey, let me try to do something that's weed related. So actually my very first shirt that I created, the weed shirt that says "We enjoy everything dope," that was what my brand initially was going to be called. Was going to be called Weed, like the acronym. And you know, came out with the shirt, or that little acronym or whatnot. And the first, I guess, platform that I tried to work with is it's called Teespring. Now, before I start all this, let me just go ahead and tell you, if you're looking to try to do your own brand, if you're looking to try to create your own apparel, if you're looking to try to create really anything, not just apparel, make sure that you have the time to do it. Make sure that you got the time to go 100% in and not, you know, part way. Because if you really are trying to create something, and you really are trying to have something, you know, a brand that is yours, that you're putting out there to the world, that you want to get marketed, that you know, want to eventually, I guess, you know, that be your main income, you got to put in the work. You got to understand that, like me, okay, I work a 9 to 5. I work 50 to 55 hours, sometimes 60 hours a week. Like, I am an assistant manager at a deli, you know, McAllister's Deli, and I work when I'm at work. And when I say I work when I'm at work, whenever I'm promoting, whenever I'm talking to promoters or other Instagram influencers, whenever I'm posting, whenever I'm doing my videos, whenever I'm setting up anything, you know, getting with designers or coming up with putting, you know, any of my stuff on the site or updating my site or, you know, doing business transactions, I'm literally in the middle of running food to a table. I'm literally in the middle of, you know, putting mayonnaise on a sandwich while there's 25 other sandwiches on the screen, you know, getting these orders out in under 5-6 minutes. I'm literally talking to other customers at my restaurant while I'm talking to customers at my business. You know, you have to understand that if you're gonna do this, you're gonna put in the time, the effort, the work. You're not gonna see it initially bloom in the first, you know, in the beginning. The beginning is always the hardest, because it's hardest to me, in my opinion, to start something and to finish. But it's harder to start right now. Like, for any type of, it's harder to start it up and actually, okay, you know, get into it and also see what else you have to do. Because when you're creating something, it's not just about coming up with a concept, putting it on a shirt, and then that's it. You have to look at your marketing, your own personal budget. A lot of the stuff, all this stuff comes out of pocket for me. When any of my advertisements, any of my marketing, even if I'm working with promoters, a lot of the money comes straight out of my McAllister's check, which is also my bill money and everything else. That's what you have to understand and work with at the beginning, until you get a little bit of traction and you get a little bit of attention, and then slowly start building your name up a little bit. But you have to you got to lay that groundwork first. So if you want to do something like this, if you want to create any type of brand, if you want to get into the designing field, or marketing field, entrepreneur field, you need to understand that you're going to work when you're at work. And you have to have the time, patience, and effort. You're going to get a lot of no's. I've probably hit up over 50 to 100 people about, hey, can you help me out with this, blah, blah, blah. I've probably gotten at least 60, 70 no's. But for, every 10 no's, that's a yes, I'm okay with that. Because 10 people help me out, then maybe, out of those 10 people, 20 other people that would have never seen my brand get seen, and they're like, oh, well, I'll pick up on this, and it can go on and on and on from there. So like I say with my first shirt that I tried to create, I went on to a website, it's Teespring, and it has different different ways that you can create your own stuff. You can upload a PNG file, which is a transparent file, because all of my apparel is digital printing. All right, because I can't afford at the moment like my own, like the whole printing press and the whole big printer and all that right this second. I'm not in the vicinity to do that at the moment. But this was a little bit more affordable for me because it was a free platform. And, they have their own templates that you can use to create your stuff if you want. They'll let you use any type of text. If you just want a text type shirt, anything like that, you can do that as well. They have the option to create a storefront on their website. And that's what I did initially. I initially created a storefront, and they gave me a list of blank products that I could use in order to put my own designs on, or use their template, their different samples to create something as well. And I went on there and set my profit margins, and with Teespring, I learned that you have to kind of sell a little bit higher in order to make a decent profit. And I don't know, with Teespring, I really didn't find it wasn't as easy to once you sold, to connect everything correctly to me. It's basically like one of those sites that if you want to create something for yourself, your own kind of t-shirt, I would suggest do that. If you're not looking to create a whole bunch of t-shirts, I would say if you're looking to only have 5 to 10 t-shirts, I would say do something on Teespring, because of something like that is a little easier for really, really small personal stuff. Just personally for me, because I eventually went to the brand, the fulfillment center and stuff that I use right now is called Printful. Printful to me has a little bit better quality of actual shirts, like the material. Not only the material, but the color choices that you can use. The fact that you can integrate different platforms. I think Teespring, you couldn't integrate. I think you can only integrate maybe a Shopify or WooCommerce or BigCommerce maybe. And I believe Amazon. But with Printful, you can do pretty much all the e-commerce platform sites that you possibly have. All any of them you can get on straight with Printful. And with Printful, it's located in North Carolina, which that kind of spoke out to me too, because I'm from North Carolina. And but the main I guess upside and benefit is it's kind of like an all-in-one thing. I can upload my design onto any of their products. I can easily create my product descriptions. I can easily sync my product directly to my store, which I have a store on Shopify. Um, and I'm on the free platform Shopify site. Um, and it integrates perfect with my Printful. So, and with Shopify, it let me create a store, let me create basically a little website off of one of their templates. And like I said, it integrates with any of my products. I have a Obaloo. It'll let me, if I want to do drop shipping, I can try to pick up products from there. But yeah, so I guess, like I say, my process of how I do my shirts. Sorry guys, hold on a sec. So yeah, the process of how I do my shirts, and I'll just go through, like, if I'm just going to create a blank basic shirt. I think of a design, I think of a concept, something that goes along with my brand. Obviously, you guys know that I'm Weed Apparel. So, let's take you through the first steps of my first one. I like the WEED acronym, and honestly, I just came up with that off the top of my head. Like, it wasn't any big, research or looking up different pictures or looking up different, other people's stuff. Honestly, I looked at the word weed. I thought of a few words that could, I guess, wittily incorporate the word weed. And really, we enjoy everything dope. Honestly, came off the top of my head. Nothing big and fancy that, any major research went into it. All right. So, my first shirt, like I said, I did it off of the first shirt I did off of Printful, because this is the best platform to use. I would suggest, again, use Printful. My process is I'll go on to printful.com. I will select product, whether it be a t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, hoodie, hat, whatever product that you're looking for. They have different options to where you can use some of their templates. They have different shapes, like clip arts, that will, work on any of their products. You can use any type of text that you want. If you want to create like your own, like I guess family type shirt or family reunion type shirt, or anything like that, you can use some of their templates to do that as well. So I'll go on there, I'll select one of the products, let's just say a regular t-shirt, and I will use the option to upload my own design. And whenever I do that, I'll go through whatever type of design I'm looking for, and I'll select that design. In this case, I went on and had my We Enjoy Everything Dope design set up. Now, for that design, I suggest you go to, this is what I did. I went to Fiverr.com, and I actually found, I went on there, I did my own posts to look for a specific designers. And I actually found 2 designers, and these 2 are my main designers to this day right now. At Rad Graphic, he's hands down probably my best designer right now. But find you a decent designer, and let them know what your concept is, let them know what your idea is, draw out a sketch for it. Because me personally, I'm trying to learn how to do graphic design. I myself can't do as much as the next person. I can do some basic graphic designs. I'm better at pictures and with Photoshop and Adobe type stuff. I'm better at that. So I'm myself am trying to learn how to do more graphic design myself. So like I say, find you somebody that if you don't know how to do something, find somebody that knows how to do it better than you. And so again, my guy Rad Graphic, I found him on Fiverr.com. Paid him a little bit of money. He's my main guy now. So I'll put in a concept or idea to him. He'll send me something back. I'll let him know any types of changes or anything that I want, don't want. And whenever you do this, make sure that they send you an API, which is I believe it's like the raw copy of whatever design concept that you have. A PNG, which is a transparent file. You need this PNG file if you're doing any type of digital type printing. You need a PNG file in order to put it on your actual design, because it has to go on any type of color. If it's, JPEG, is not going to work. It's not going to work as well. You really need a PNG file. JPEG you can use, but the quality is not it's not gonna allow you to stretch it or manipulate your actual image the way that you want to manipulate it. So if you're gonna do any type of digital type printing, I strongly suggest you use the PNG file. So if you go on Fiverr, find a designer, make sure that they send you a PNG file, and make sure that they let you get the resale rights, because if they don't, if you don't have that in agreement, they can. Not saying that they will, but somebody might say, oh, well, this is my design, even though it was all your concept, your idea, and everything. So, like I say, once I get my concept, my idea, I go to whatever product that I'm looking for. I upload my design to that product. And, it depends on what type of quality of shirt that you want. I personally love the soft style type tees. So that's what I would suggest. If you like the Bella tees, they have Bella tees. They have like the thick tri-blend types. It's all a preference, but it is going to be different types of. It's going to cost different. One is going to cost one set of money. One's going to cost $5 or $6 more. Obviously the better the quality, the more you're going to actually spend on it. But this is, like I say, the most affordable way to do it. So like I say, I like the soft style tees myself personally. So I'll select the soft style tee to put my design on, and select the colors. Excuse me. I actually like to go through, do like the basic colors, the black, the navies, the whites, the grays. Some of my shirts, certain designs I'm gonna put more color, but for me, I found that a lot of people like more of those neutral colors because it can go with anything, goes with any type of shoe they wear, or if they're wearing a hat, they can have a hat that matches with it. So my suggestion, go for some more neutral colors. I mean, if you want to do reds and greens and oranges and stuff like that, I would suggest only do that for a few of your shirts, because if you do that for all of them, you're going to be paying a lot more money, because they only offer those on certain types of shirts. And I think the first set of shirts that they offer that for costs about $13 just for you to buy, to give to the customer. So I mean, if you want to spend that, you can. Me personally, I say, hey, go for the neutral colors, because it goes with anything that anybody wears. So like I said, I'll select, like I said, the soft style tee and everything, select my neutral colors, and once that gets uploaded, I go to my product description and type in whatever the name of the shirt is, type in a little description for it. Me personally, I have the same description for all of them, because it's all of the shirts are basically pre-template out already. There's a way that you can do that to where you don't have to go in and individually type each one of your products. Any of my shirts say the same thing. Any of my hoodies say the same thing. Any of my long sleeves, hats, whatever, it's going to say the same thing, geared towards that product. I suggest it does that because it saves a lot of time, writing out product descriptions. Because honestly, when you're designing a shirt and putting it out, one single shirt probably takes me 30 to 45 minutes to upload the design, set my colors the correct way, make sure that my product description and product is correct. Then after that, I have to sync it, make sure that my variants, if let's just say someone wants a large gray shirt, but for some reason the stock is out of large gray shirts, I have to make sure that there's backups of a different kind of shirt that can be used in place of that shirt. So you got to make sure you're doing that, and then setting your costs. And I find that with Printful, you can get a little bit better profit margins than with Teespring, and you can also dictate your retail price if you want to add in your shipping costs to your retail price if you want, instead of adding it at the end. I do my shipping at the end because it's different for, you know, wherever you're shipping to. Like, to ship to Canada, it costs me $15 to $30 to ship to Canada. In the US, it can cost me anywhere from $4, you know, to $8 or $9, depending on where it's going in the US. So, you know, whenever you're doing, whenever you're setting your retail price, it's going to give you on the separate side what your profit is going to be if you sell this shirt at this retail price, because basically it has the price that they charge you to buy, you know, and then they subtract that out of whatever you set your retail price to be, and that's what your profit is. You know, certain things I suggest go ahead and set it to double, and just make sure that your shipping cost is at least $5 or higher. And I did mine in increments of 5, you know, because each one, if someone pays, you know, $15, I'm going to definitely give them the express price that's going to give it to them in 1 or 2 days. You know, if they're paying extra for shipping and handling, I'm going to make sure that I pay a little extra for shipping and handling to get it to that customer. Because sometimes if you set your retail price, you know, to include your shipping, you know, a shirt that costs you $8 to make, you know, might cost you $5 to ship, so that's $13 coming out of your pocket. But if you're setting your retail price at $20 plus an extra $5 for you know, a shirt, yeah, it's going to look good for your profits, but no one's going to want to just buy one shirt for $25 total, you know? Like, so that's why I find I double mine, you know, whatever the cost of my shirt is, and then set my price, my shipping costs. So, like I say, if for example, if a shirt for me costs $7 to make, I might say it costs $15 for you to buy, and I'll charge $5 shipping. You're going to pay $20 total for a shirt versus $25 to $30 total for a shirt. You know, granted, I might only make $5 or $6 off of the shirt, but if I see a shirt, you know, $15, I might go get another shirt. All right, $30 at most. I'm spending $35 to $36 for 2 shirts that I know if I go to the mall, I'm spending $25 for the same shirt. You know, and eventually, if I'm paying for 2 of them, well, I'm paying $50 instead of paying the $35 I would have just got buying it on the site. You know, so that's what you kind of have to think of. People are gonna, you know, a lot of people are also gonna be like, you know, hey, I could buy the same shirt, you know, at PacSun, or this type of shirt at Hot Topic or something like that. So you have to take that into consideration as well. Whenever you do any type of design that you want to try to sell, I say try to be a little bit different, but go along the lines of what you see sells. I mean, if it's the trend, go along with the trend, but put your own spin on it. Make it your own type of thing. So, like I say, after I set up all my profit margins for it, then I actually sync it to my Shopify website. And once I do that, then it actually goes live on the site for people to buy. So, you know, that whole entire process sometimes takes me 30 to 45 minutes just for one shirt. And I have over, you know, 50 to 75 different products on my website right now, I think. So, you know, that's just a little bit of you know, insight into, I guess, the process of how I make my shirts and stuff. You know, like I say, just I guess final note, if you really want to do this, you know, understand people are going to come at you and they're going to tell you, hey, your product, who's going to buy this? Or, hey, you know, this isn't appealing, this doesn't look good. Or, hey, my cousin can make shirts, and hey, my cousin does this, or hey, my girl does this, and blah, 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 blah. Let that shit go in one ear and out the fucking other, man. If you have an idea that you want to show the world and that you want to give, you know, to the fans, to your followers, to your friends, to your family, if there's something that you want to create and show that you're good at it, or something that you want to promote, or something that you want to pursue, whether it's some makeup stuff, whether it's, you're trying to come up with your own security law firm, whether you're trying to, I don't know, it doesn't matter what it is. If there's anything that you want to do, anything that you're trying to create, that you want to give to the people, don't let anybody stand in your way. You're the only person that can get in your way. I have people every single solitary day telling me, hey, bruh, this don't look good, or hey, this looks like shit, or hey, who's going to buy this from you, or hey, why would somebody spend $15 on a shirt from you, blah, 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 blah. If I let that control me and dictate what, I do every day, you guys wouldn't see me right now. You guys wouldn't be following my stuff. You guys wouldn't be, posting yourselves in some of my materials and my apparel. You guys wouldn't be hitting me up asking me for questions. Nobody would be talking to me about this. You wouldn't know who Alex Gann is. You wouldn't know who DopeAsMe was. None of that would be happening right now. So if you have any type of, idea that you think should be out there, whether it's good or bad, try it. Go for it. Shoot your shot. And go for it with 110%. Don't let up on anything that you try to do. Don't let the naysayers and the haters bring you down. Don't let the fact that you created a product and for an entire month you didn't sell shit. I created this website October, November. I had one friend bought something from my site in November. I started this company, I want to say it was like October 2nd. And I had a friend buy something from me the week of Thanksgiving. That was my very first sale. And then I had somebody buy something at the end of December. 2 sales last year is what I made. 2 sales last year. From the beginning of this year to right now, I've gotten at least 15 to 20 more sales in that time period. You know why? Because I could have quit at the end of last year and just said, fuck it, there's no point, ain't nobody finna buy none of this shit. But I said, nah, I just gotta keep going. I'm just gonna keep doing, I'm gonna try something different. And you have to be open to that. You have to be open to trying something different. Get out of the box. Like me doing these videos and posting stuff, this is not me. Like, I'm shy as hell, I'm nervous as fuck, I'm damn sure camera shy. I'd rather be behind the camera filming other people than me filming myself doing videos for people. That's not me. Like, I'm scared of that shit right now. I'm scared posting this video. But you got to step out of the box. You got to do different things. What did they say? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You got to step out of the box, but promote every day, post every day. Make sure that every day somebody's seen something of yours. Every day. I don't care if I get 5 posts, 50 posts, 500, 5,000 posts. I don't care. If one person likes my stuff, that's one person that I reached today. So, hopefully this video kind of, I guess, gave you a little bit of insight into me, and maybe, I'm pretty sure I rambled more than anything, but maybe it gives you a little bit of insight into how I kind of come up with my shirts and my process and everything, and hopefully it inspires somebody to, go for it, create your own brand, even if it's just your name. I mean, there's so many Instagrammers on here that have thousands and thousands of followers. Bruh, put your name on a shirt and just give it away. See what happens. I mean, I do giveaways all the time. I mean, so again, guys, like I said, this was Highway, High Life. I said that backwards. High Life, Highway. And I'll be coming back to you with some more videos. Let me know if you like it. Follow me, DopeAsMe23. Please go check out my website. We'll be having some more shirts coming soon. My Dope Customs page, I'm going to be coming out with that soon. And as always, guys, strive to be dope as me. Smoke one, burn one, put it in a glass, eat it if you have to. Do what you got to do. We're going to come back to you guys with another video soon. Peace.